Welcome back to Ordo Mysticus. I'm Ray del Sol, and it's good to be here with you again. Today I invite you to turn your attention toward three timeless qualities that have guided sages, mystics, and initiates across cultures and centuries: the good, the true, and the beautiful. These three appear again and again wherever the divine is sincerely sought, and that's because they are not abstract ideas or philosophical decorations. They are signatures of truth itself. You could say they are how reality reveals its deeper order to the human soul. Let us begin with truth. Truth does not depend on opinion. It does not require belief, and it does not need defense. Truth simply is. Civilizations rise and fall, ideologies appear and disappear, entire belief systems change, but truth always remains. It can be ignored, it can be denied, it can be distorted for a time, but it cannot be destroyed. In Ordo Mysticus, truth is understood as alignment with reality, both inner and outer. Whatever corresponds to reality endures. Whatever contradicts it eventually collapses, no matter how convincing it once seemed. This is why truth feels timeless. It belongs to the structure of existence itself. And when you begin to orient your life toward truth, something quiet happens inside you. You become more stable, less reactive, less dependent on appearances. You start listening more deeply, not only to others, but to yourself. Truth is not loud, it waits. From truth we naturally move toward the good. Goodness is often confused with morality. Moral rules are shaped by culture. They change across time and place. What was once considered acceptable may later be questioned, and what was forbidden may become normal. But the good itself is not cultural, it is structural. The good supports life. It creates coherence. It reduces suffering. It increases harmony. To recognize the good beyond rules is to sense, in a living way, whether something brings balance or creates distortion, whether an action respects life or exploits it, whether it clarifies or confuses, whether it strengthens or weakens. The good does not shout, it stabilizes. A major conscience does not obey rules blindly. It responds intelligently to reality. It feels into situations. It considers consequences. It acts with responsibility rather than impulse. This is part of becoming an initiate of life itself. And then there is beauty. Beauty is not luxury, it is nourishment. Beauty speaks directly to the soul, it bypasses arguments and dissolves inner tension. It reaches places in you that logic alone cannot touch. You may encounter beauty in nature, in music, in architecture, in movement, in clarity of thought, or in integrity of action. In spiritual development, beauty refines perception. It synthesizes your inner senses. It restores proportion and order. Where beauty is present, the soul remembers harmony. You feel it in your body, in your breath, in the quiet opening of the heart. Beauty reminds you of something you never truly forgot. At the same time, ugliness also teaches. Ugliness is not merely about aesthetics and displeasure, it is often a signal. It points toward imbalance, inner fragmentation, emotional distortion, forced structures, or loss of proportion. This does not mean that everything on the spiritual path must feel pleasant. Truth can be confronting. Growth can be uncomfortable. But where ugliness dominates, there is usually resistance to truth, goodness, or coherence. Beauty emerges naturally when life is aligned. This is why inner beauty matters so deeply. Inner beauty has nothing to do with appearance, it is a quality of being. It grows through honest self-reflection, emotional clarity, ethical consistency, conscious speech, simplicity, and patience. A person with inner beauty feels calm to be around. Their presence quietly orders space. Their words carry weight without force. You may notice that you trust them, even if they say very little. Inner beauty cannot be faked. It is always the byproduct of inner work. And from this inner beauty, mastery begins to arise. Mastery is beauty in action. Whether in craft, art, teaching, healing, or leadership, mastery reveals itself through precision, effortlessness, clarity, and restraint. A true master does not try to impress, he embodies proportion. In Ordo Mysticus, mastery is not domination, it is alignment between knowledge, skill, intention, and responsibility. True mastery always feels beautiful because it serves life without excess or deficiency. And finally, there is the healing power of beauty. The heart suffers when it becomes disconnected from meaning, and beauty restores that connection. A sunset, a piece of music, a moment of genuine kindness, a truthful insight that lands softly inside you. Beauty reminds the heart that life is not random, that existence is not hostile, that order and meaning are real. This remembrance heals. Beauty does not solve problems intellectually, it reorients the soul. And so the good, the true, and the beautiful are not idols to worship from a distance. They are directions to live by. The truth is honored, goodness arises naturally. Where goodness is lived, beauty emerges as harmony. To align with these qualities is to align with the divine, not as a belief, but as lived reality. In our next episode, we will explore the role of discipline, practice, and daily order on the initiatory path. Until then, remember this: truth stabilizes, goodness harmonizes, and beauty heals. And if you feel called to walk this path more consciously, I warmly invite you to become a member of Ordo Mysticus. Dedicate yourself to your own spiritual development and to serving the evolution of humanity, not as a follower, but as a conscious participant in a greater unfolding. In love, light, and service, I'm Radiant Soul. Thank you for listening. May your life become a quiet expression of truth, goodness, and beauty.